When you're playing, you're not really thinking about it. You're just out there playing. Obviously, they shot the ball really well. We didn't shoot the ball.
The WNBA has always been competitive, but Caitlin Clark is changing the rules and jobs in front of our own eyes. Let me tell you, this is crazy. A WNBA player lost her job after being destroyed by Caitlin Clark.
No, I just told you I didn't even know I hit her, so I can't laugh about it.
Ashley Jones of the Atlanta Dreams played in a preseason game, but it swiftly turned into a nightmare.
My team name is pronounced 5, but it's WHAI.
In a league where excellence is necessary for survival, the outcome wasn't just a poor game, it was a career-ending spectacle, and Clark's ascent serves as a warning to anyone who can't keep up with Joanne's. Caitlin Clark has made her official WNBA debut, and her presence is nothing short of revolutionary. She is a walking highlight reel who elevates preseason games to events that are not to be missed. In the 2025 preseason, Clark guided the Indiana Fever to a perfect 3-0 record, which is good for a rookie, according to Chris Phelps of Yahoo Sports. However, the significance of her genius for the league is more important than statistics and victories. And let me tell you one thing, it's producing mayhem. The Atlanta Dream Guard. Is it a coincidence that Ashley was cut from the squad a few hours after playing Clark, or is that the case? According to Chris Phelps of Athlon Sports, the Indiana Fever are dominating in preseason play. In their last preseason match, the Fever defeated the Dream 81-76, and Clark was the star player. She controlled the tempo, made clutch shots, and once again demonstrated why she is already being hailed as the league's next face. Meanwhile, the Dream were, to put it mildly, having a bad day. Given her experienced status, Brittany Greer played exactly 2 minutes before taking a break, yet her absence created a huge void that the team was unable to cover.
Ashley Jones is still chasing that dream to get back into the WNBA. The league will expand from 12 to 15 teams by 2026.
Enter Ashley Jones, who was expected to step up in what was arguably her best moment. Her stat line of 5 points on 1 of 4 shots, 1 assist, and 17 minutes of playtime may not seem like much on paper, but experts say that in the WNBA, where roster spots are as limited as good Wi-Fi on an airplane, that doesn't cut it. Jones's tale began well at Iowa State, where she was a natural scorer, rebounder, and dominator who paved the path for her inclusion in Cyclones' mythology. Expectations were quite high when she was selected 19th overall in the 2023 WNBA draft. But the professional level hit her like a brick wall, and her rookie season was filled with team swaps. Las Vegas Aces, Dallas Wings, Phoenix Mercury, before she fell out of the league altogether in 2024. Fast forward to 2025, Jones landed a training camp contract with the Atlanta Dream. It was a second chance to prove she belonged. But preseason, it's a brutal proving ground. Every dribble, every shot, every second on the court is an audition. And unfortunately for Jones, her performances were uninspiring. Flashes of potential, sure, but flashes don't keep the lights on in the WNBA. Although she played in 2 preseason contests in 2025, averaging 8.00 minutes per game, but then came the fateful game against the Fever. While Clark was busy dismantling defenses and making her case for Rookie of the Year, Jones was struggling to make an impact. It wasn't entirely her fault. The Dream were out of sync, and without Greer, the team lacked leadership, but in a head-to-head comparison with Clark, the gap was glaring. Clark looked like she was born to play at this level. Jones more like a talented college player who hadn't found her footing in the pros. Hours later, the Dream revealed that Jones had been waived. It was like a stomach punch. 1 minute you're battling for your job, the next you're revising your resume and searching for career pivot ideas on Google. Although the timing is chilly, remember that in the WNBA, roster places are as few as parking spots during a sold-out event. Let's be honest, Taylor Swift's concert performance and potential rule everyone. With a wink and a sneer, Clark's performance might as well have been the last nail in Jones' professional coffin. While Clark was composing basketball poetry and dropping pennies like a kind king, Jones' stat line might not have been a complete disaster, but it was like trying to sell tap water at a champagne bar. With 5 points and 1 assist, she might as well have distributed participation ribbons. The Dream's flawless timing in waiving her hours after the game wasn't simply a choice. It was a statement louder than a Caitlin Clark three-pointer from the logo, the message. The optics couldn't have been worse if Joanne had tripped over her own shoelaces in the middle of the game. Let's not sugarcoat things, Caitlin. Thank you. Odd for playing. Don't let the door hit you on your way out. As a generational talent who pushes the boundaries of what is possible on the court against the dream, Clark's ascent makes life difficult for everyone else. When Sophie Cunningham had an injury, she not only scored but also improved her squad as a whole. While Jones's difficulties demonstrated the harshness of professional athletics, Clark took the initiative to create opportunities, disrupt defenses, and control the fever. Her teammates didn't even notice her presence. It was a nightmare for the opposition. With 12 clubs and 144 roster places, the WNBA lacks the luxury of patience. The error margin is negligible. When you play in the same league as a phenomenon like Clark, the bar is set impossibly high. The WNBA is as competitive as it gets. Being good isn't enough. Being exceptional is what makes it so. Jones's release wasn't just about one game. It was the result of missed opportunities and inconsistent performances. Clark isn't just raising the bar, she's sending it into orbit. Her ability to dominate forces teams to reevaluate their rosters. This isn't just a story about Clark and Jones. It's a reflection of the WNBA's transformation. Players who would have been safe a few years ago are now fighting to stay in the league, and the stakes are considerably higher for those like Jones who are already on the fringe. The league is expanding, drawing in more talent, and expecting more of its players. It's an exciting time, but it's also a cruel one, with countless players falling short of expectations for every rising star like Clark. Although Clark can carry a game, basketball is still a team sport, thus his entrance also begs the question of how to balance a player's superstar potential with the demands of the team in the WNBA. Her ascent forces teams to assemble squads that can balance her skill set and stay competitive in a league that is only becoming more difficult for the dream. Although Jones' release is a step in the right direction, it also emphasizes how difficult it is to develop players in a league with constrained funding and roster flexibility. Where do we go from here for Caitlin Clark? The sky is the limit, or perhaps not the sky, as she is obviously going for basketball immortality and possibly her own constellation, but her genius is also a sobering reminder of how high the stakes have risen. If her preseason performance is any indication, the Chicago Sky should begin drafting an apology to their fans right away. However, the question on everyone's mind is at what cost? Because let's face it, while Clark's brilliance is stunning, it's leaving a trail of dashed dreams and unemployment in its wake. Enter Ashley Jones, who now has plenty of free time to reflect on life's injustices. Her regular season debut against the Chicago Sky is practically a national holiday at this point. Can she live up to the hype? Oh, please. In this league, talent alone is about as useful as a chocolate teapot when it comes to timing crucial opportunities, seizing the moment that isn't negotiable. And even then, Jones' career ends not with a bang, but rather with the unmistakable sound of a WNBA training camp contract going through a paper shredder. Life can sometimes just throw you a Caitlin Clark as more than simply a player. She is a human meteor who is transforming the WNBA and changing its image. Her coming is not only anticipated, it is required. As the dust settles, one thing is certain: Caitlin Clark is the WNBA's future. She is bringing the league into a new era, kicking, screaming, and leaving no room for mediocrity for Jones and players like her. This isn't just a harsh reality check. It's like being told you're playing chess against a supercomputer and you don't even know how the horse moves. Is this just the beginning of Clark's dominance? Watch this video and subscribe to the channel for more information.